course, put some stuff in there. And I was even thinking about doing my eyeshadow, so yeah, just some random things. I hope that you enjoy the video. So, and just talking about random things too. So kids, I went to Walmart a while ago and I got some hair dye. I need to dye my hair badly. Kittens, I usually use L'Oreal hair dye, but they did not have it. They didn't have 2 boxes, so I just settled. Maybe I shouldn't have settled, I don't know. But I got this brand, Garnier. And I got this color, Plum. I love like purpley colors. And this is Dark Intense Violet Spiced Plum. This should be about the same. I got 2 of these boxes. Because see, I need to cover that. So I got 2. And I'm planning on doing my hair tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a video. So that's what it's gonna look like right there. Probably more like that right there. Like a red. But I have 2 boxes. It smells good. It was like $2 cheaper. I haven't used Garnier Fructis in a long time. So it says it nourishes hair with fruit of ampoule and avocado oil. So we'll see. We'll see how good that is. Another thing I got, Kittens. Another thing I purchased, Kittens, is this Olay body wash. I actually have some already. I have rose Olay, like this but with roses. But I smelled this and I really liked it. It's like peaches. It smells like it has a peach scent. And I love peaches. So I can't wait to use this. Kittens, how I like do my shower is, or my body wash, is that I have a body scrubber that I use and I turn the water off or away from me. Usually I turn it off and I put body wash all over me and let it like kind of almost like absorb, I guess, into the skin for like a minute or 2. And then I wash it off like maybe 3 minutes. And then I wash it off. So that way the body absorbs the smell and you smell better, you know? You have that smell lingering. But I didn't even realize that this brand was on TikToks and stuff. I've always known about this Olay body wash and it smells good and all. So I was surprised that some people are just noticing, and this is becoming suitable for eczema prones again. I have eczema prones again. But I love the way these smell. Really good. It has not been opened yet, so I love the way these smell. I always get these. And I was due for more. I think I have like 3 or 4 left in my bag. In the little package. So that I got. The next thing I got, Kittens, is some more of this CoverGirl primer, and I got it in natural, golden natural. I do like the packaging on this. I love black and white. Anything black and white, I like it. It looks classy to me. But yeah, this is the CoverGirl. I use this only, Kittens, from under my eyes right here, like around my eyelids, and as primer. I only use this for that. I don't use it to cover up, and I always get a color like a little bit lighter to kind of brighten the eye. So that is the next thing I got. And lastly, Kittens, but not least, I got this Aussie Miracle Moist Intense Hydration Oil. I love Aussie Miracle anything. And this is with avocado and jojoba oil, and I love jojoba oil. But this is a moisture, and it is for here. Let me see. I already put a little bit on at while I was at the grocery store. While I was at Walmart, I tried it. But it makes the hair feel so smooth and soft, and it smells so good. It smells really good, guys. Like, I don't know how to explain it, like botanicals and fruits and stuff. Very good smell. So that is what I got. Aussie. So I'm gonna just brush my hair now, and it really does work, Kittens. It makes the hair so soft. Right now I've been using Garnier Fructis. I've been using their moisture, or like hair serum. It does a good job too, but I just wanted something different. I'm always trying new things, so I'm gonna put this in the trash, and I'm gonna stick these over here, because I'm gonna take those to the bathroom in a moment, to my bathroom. And my little, that goes on my, that actually will stay in here, because when I'm done showering, I usually, like when I get clothes and stuff, my hair will be damp, and I come in here, in my little room right here, and I do my makeup or whatever. So this goes in my bag right here. So Kittens, let me do my makeup, because yeah, I have my receipt too from the store, because I always get I might have to take something back, you never know. So Kittens, this video is inspired by Erica's ASMR. I'll link her page, her channel, in the description anxiety and her anxieties and stuff like that. Kittens, I don't know if you know, but I do suffer with anxiety and panic disorder. It's very real and it's very scary. So I hope that this part of the video, I'll put a disclaimer on this video because we will be talking about, or at least I will be talking about, panic disorder. I hope that doesn't trigger any of you all, but I suffer with that, and I wanted to talk about it. So, because she, like I said, she inspired me to do this video because, and I've done a video like this before, but it's been a while back. I'm gonna get to this because I need to put some stuff on first. So, basically, I suffer with panic and anxiety, kittens. I always had panic and anxiety. I think as a kid, I would get really scared if I couldn't find my mom anywhere. I don't know where that came from. I don't know if it's from me being born sick. I don't know. When I was born, kittens, I was born real sick, and I was taken away from. Okay, so when I was born healthy, my mom said. But all of a sudden, the doctor told my mom, after like only moments after I was born, that maybe in like an hour after I was born, I stopped breathing. And they said that, my mom said that they had told her that I had stopped breathing and that my leg turned black and purple. And they thought they were going to have to amputate my leg. So they flew me over to another hospital in Austin because I was born in Georgetown, Texas. And which is about 40 minutes away, if not like 30 minutes away from Austin. But they flew me over to the hospital in Austin at the neonatal, and I stayed there for a month in neonatal, and they shaved my head and put like electrodes all over my head to monitor me. But on the way to the hospital, kittens, they told my mom that I actually died on the way to the hospital. Like, my heart stopped. And that scared me when my mom told me that. That actually has had lingering effects on me. Like, not effects, but that kind of like, I always wonder if not having oxygen or lacking oxygen for however long I was out, like without oxygen, being clinically dead, they got my heart to start beating again. But I wonder how long I was out of oxygen and what that did to me, because even the doctors told my mom that they don't know. They were like, we don't know what's gonna happen now with her because she could be okay or she could be a vegetable. Well, I ended up being okay. The only thing that I had problems with was juvenile petit mal seizures, like staring seizures, kittens. If you don't know what petit mal seizures are, it's PTITMAL, petit mal. I'll put some of this on now. And yeah, so I suffered with that for a while. I had to go to a private school for first grade. basically missed a whole year of school because of my seizures. I would sleepwalk too. I went to a school, a private school. I remember that private school. First grade, it was me. The teacher was mean. I'm sure she's long dead. Her name was Miss Costas. She was a mean teacher. She was so mean, Kittens. Oh my gosh. Like, she did not like me. I guess I disrupted her class of having my seizures. I remember one time, Kittens, and it's the things that you remember being an adult, that when as teachers used to treat you as kids, or as like a little kid in school, that they got away with stuff because you were too little to understand what they were doing. And this teacher, Miss Costas, my private school first grade teacher, I fell asleep in class, and I was having a seizure, and she threw me out into the hallway while I was having a seizure. And I woke up in the principal's office, and I didn't know what had happened. And they said, you were wandering the halls. They said, aimlessly. And I said, I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what happened. And they said, you were having a seizure. But at the same time, I didn't understand like how I got there. It wasn't until I got older that I realized. And I'm gonna do something that Erica did in her video, because I haven't used this contouring palette since I got it. So I decided to go ahead and use it and see how it works here. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I woke up like that, and it was so weird, and I just felt so like scared that I had woken up in I remember, and I think that the teacher, the principal, called my mom. My mom was like, how did she end up out here? And I said that I had a seizure, but I don't know how the teacher was able to explain that. But back to when I was born. So yeah, I was born pretty sick, Kittens. For 1 month I was in neonatal, and they gave me a blood transfusion while there, and it was just pretty bad. I always think sometimes like what it would have been like had I never had that happen to me. Like if I never had experienced that event in my life, because I know that I'm really bad at math, and I think it's because, in fact, my math teacher, my first grade math teacher, told my mom that she didn't think I would ever learn math. I think it was my third grade math teacher, actually. So my mom taught me math, kids. I remember it was grueling to learn. I hated it. I don't know what I'm doing, kids. I just saw Erica from Erica's ASMR doing this with her contouring stuff, and I decided to try it, but I don't to my panic and anxiety, what I'm trying to say about my birth and all is that I think that my panic attacks stem from that, from being taken away from my mother and parents when I was little for a month. They could only come visit me. You know, they came to visit me every time they had a chance. And it's not the same. I wasn't able to be held by my mother. I was in an incubator type thing, like a neonatal. And they had things stuck to me, oxygen and little electrodes. I have a picture. I'll show you it. Of me when I was little, and a baby, and my head is shaved. I had a lot of hair, but they shaved my hair off. That made me sad to think that they had shaved my hair. Put some. There. Now to put some highlight on your. This was given to me by Kitten. We'll use this brush, and I'm gonna use pink. I like highlighter. Hopefully y'all can see. Oh, there it is. The shine. It's so pretty. You can see the shine right there, the glow. So yeah, kittens. After that, I remember that my mother, she always worked. Like, she didn't have to, because my dad worked. And he had his own business, but my mom chose to work where I was at. Like, everywhere that I was at, she would work at those places, like every school. In the preschool that I went to where I learned to swim, she worked there with the babies, with little babies, I remember. And when I was little, I remember walking with my class and breaking off from my class and running up the stairs to see her. And the teacher running after me, and then my mom just saying, "It's okay, you can leave her with me." And that was like preschool. Then she started working as a lunch lady at the school just to see me during school and keep up with me, keep an eye on me. And I would get special stuff because she worked as a lunch lady. But I just remember too doing that as well. When I would see her, I would want to be with her all the time. And there was times when they did let me do that. They would let me be with her. But I always saw my mom at school. And then also Kittens, she worked. There was a Christian school, like a little preschool type place, but I didn't go to that school. I would go with her to the school because it was it was a preschool, but it was also for kids, like an after school type thing. And they had activities and stuff for after school kids. And it was for little kids. And I remember going to that place it was literally right across from my elementary school. And it's still there actually. They would wasn't until I got married that I had a really bad panic. Really bad panic, guys. Like, the worst panic attack I ever had was, one of the worst at least, was when I first had one. I started feeling sick. I was feeling depressed first, and I stayed at a hospital. I'm just gonna say it. I checked myself into a mental hospital because I was like 21, and it had nothing to do with my husband. We were fine in marriage. It had to do with my state of mental health. Like I just felt so depressed. I had lost. No, this is no joke, kittens. I was like 109 pounds. I think I was like 109 pounds. I like lost literally so much weight. And I was working at, let me see, I was working at Austin Diagnostic Clinic at that time. I was like about 22, 21 or 22. And it was really bad. Like when I went, because I had to quit my job because I was going to the hospital and I had to take care of my health. When I went to go pick up my things, I didn't get fired, I actually quit and went to the hospital. When I came back from the hospital, go pick up my things at the clinic, I worked as a scheduler. The people that worked there were like, "Oh my God, Nikki, like what happened to you?" Like I had lost. I mean, I wasn't bad, but I had lost so much more weight all of a sudden, and was sick. And I just told them I was sick. But then that was when they started pumping me with medications, and I have a feeling that that's one of the reasons why I gained so much weight. Kittens, my back surgeries, and then so kittens, I'm gonna use this right here, this palette that ASMR Planet sent to me a while back by I Love Revolution. I'm gonna do my eyeshadow, kittens. So I just remember they put me on a Fexer and some other medications, and they forced it on me at the hospital and made me take all this medicine. And I think they were giving me Geodon as well. And I just remember those medications being strong. And I remember going home and feeling strange, like, because kittens, when you're in a hospital, I don't know if any of you have ever stayed at a mental hospital, or like for suicidal tendencies and stuff, for depression, kittens, deep depression, like bad depression. I don't know if like when you came out, if you ever felt just like shocked, like, because at the hospital it's different. At the hospital you can be yourself, how you feel. They actually want you to, just you have therapists there, you have people that are like you there, that are dealing with a lot of the same issues. So when you go back into the real world after spending like 2 weeks at a hospital, it's hard. It's hard. But that's what happened. And it felt really weird to come back home after spending that long at a hospital where I was my mental illness had been taken care of and was being catered. Then you have to come back to the real world where people don't understand, and it started, I had a panic attack. It started, I remember, like, I just remember like going into the living room at like 12:30 at night, And I just remember like having a panic attack, starting to have a panic attack because I went to the kitchen to get some water, and then all of a sudden I just looked at the water like, what if it has stars? Like in my mind, like I thought something was contaminating the water, and I got really scared, and I couldn't drink the water all of a sudden. For a long time I couldn't drink that water from the faucet because I thought I was being poisoned for a while. And this may sound like schizophrenia, kittens, but it just was really bad, like paranoia. That led to anxiety attack, like a panic attack. Well, after that, kittens, I sat down and I was like, I don't know what to do because I'm thirsty, but I'm not drinking that. That water is tainted. Something's wrong with that water. So I ended up kittens, sitting down and watching, I think it was Maury Povich. I think it was Maury. And it was one of these like talk shows back then. And he had a guest on that had lost his face. Like, he said that he didn't have a nose. He could actually take out like the face. I mean, it was weird, kittens. It was a man that had no, like, and it was a fungus that happened in his sinuses, and it like ate his face. It was weird. And I was sitting there watching that, kittens. I like started to have the worst panic attack. When I saw that, I thought I had a fungus in my brain. That's what I thought. Like, it was weird, kittens. And my heart started beating really quick. And I just remember going into the bedroom, and we were living in an apartment, me and my husband. And I remember going into the bedroom and trying to go to sleep, like laying next to my husband. But I couldn't sleep because I was getting sicker and sicker and sicker. And all of a sudden, it was like I felt my whole body start to have like out of body type experience. And it felt like I was floating high above myself. And it was just panic, kittens, like adrenaline. And I was so scared, kittens, because I thought I was dying. And I told my husband. Now my husband had never witnessed me having a panic attack. And I told him I needed him to take me to the hospital because I was dying. I said, something's not right, something's wrong, something's killing me. So he woke up, and I just remember like passing out in the car. And I mean, I was really passing out, like I couldn't, it was really bad, kittens. By the time I got to the hospital, I was like taking off my clothes, like trying to rip my bra off. I just remember this. When I got to the hospital, I told the nurse, please, I said, I feel like I'm dying. I said, I need to. And I started taking my bra off and stuff. I started taking like my clothes off. And before I even got to a room, and she was telling me, I mean, I wasn't in the lobby. They were taking me back because they thought maybe I was having a heart attack. And the lady, I remember the nurse goes, you need to keep your bra, you need to calm down, ma'am. And I told her I can't, I'm dying. So they rushed me into a room, I remember that. And when they got me into a room, the doctor came almost immediately into the room. I just remember that. And I yelled at the doctor, I said, doctor, please help across the room from my bed at home, and I was still real groggy from the hospital, and I just remember seeing that bag and crawling over to get it, and I just remember it weighed like 1,000 pounds. It was like an empty bag from Target, and it weighed like 1,000 pounds because of my grogginess from the medication, whatever they gave me. But kidding, that was just one of the worst panic attacks I've ever had. It was really bad. And kittens, I really hope that none of y'all come at me, because I'm telling you this stuff. I'm gonna put a trigger warning on this video, so that way y'all are aware that this is gonna be talking about panic disorder. It just intrigued me when Erica from Erica ASMR was talking about it, because it's prevalent, you know. I mean, not everybody suffers with it, but some people do, and I want you to know, and with this kind of video, I want you to realize that you're not alone, and you're not going crazy. But for the longest time, I thought I was going crazy. I thought I was gonna go crazy from panic. I just felt so helpless, because when you have panic disorder, kittens, you lose control. You lose control. Your body takes over, your mind takes over, and takes you to the worst possible thing, which is like death. Like you feel like you're dying, or at least you think you feel like you're dying, because your brain thinks you are. You know, your adrenaline starts working when it shouldn't be working. Like, basically, this is how the doctor has told me. It's kind of like having a train coming at you, and you see the train and you know it's coming, and that like fight or flight, okay? But that happens for no reason. You could be reading a book or like laying in bed and that happens, so that's why it's so scary. I'm gonna put some lipstick on. So this is my makeup, kittens. I'm actually gonna blend it together. Blend, 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 blend. Blend, 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 blend. Yeah, so that was just one of the times that I had panic. But it gets so much worse than that, because there was times when I couldn't get a hold of my mom. And if I couldn't get a hold of my mom, I would freak out. Actually, kittens, I don't like this lipstick. I mean, not with this. I had to cut out some of that, kittens, because it was really loud. Oh, it smells so good. This rose water. That's all I get. I love the taste. I love the smell of this rose water. Okay, so I'm gonna get another lipstick out of here. Maybe this one. This one's pretty. It's more like a lip glossy gloss. But it's more neutral, like a mauvey pink. was intensive healing repair for extra dry skin and cream. This is some good stuff. So I always carry around like a hand cream. Let me see something, because I noticed earlier that this bag was kind of, there's like hair in it, like blonde hair, but like almost like synthetic hair. It's weird because it almost feels like the hairs look like doll hair, Kittens, or it could be just blonde hair. I'm not sure, but there's blonde hairs in here. Whoever had this bag had blonde hair or doll in here. I'm also gonna put this in this bag. So I take a lot of medications for my anxieties. I contribute all these medications to the reason why my hair is not as soft like it used to be, the reason why I've gained so much weight as well, and the reasons for my hunger, my relentless hunger a lot, because I'm not trying to blame it all on it, but I never used to feel this way when I was a kid before taking medications. Like, it wasn't until after I started taking all these medications that I started feeling hungry the way I feel, and just a lot of different ways. I'm gonna put this in here. My insurance card is in here. I'm gonna add my I'm gonna put my purse, my billfold in here. Anyway, I contribute all that to the fact that I have the problems with my hair. Like, my hair used to be a lot softer and like silkier. Now it's real thick. I mean, it's always been thick, but almost right here on the table. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this video, kittens. Like I said, I didn't want to do this video as to not relax you kittens, but I just wanted to just talk about mental illness for a little bit, mental health, and anxiety and panic, because it is a real thing that people suffer with, and I suffer with it. I still suffer with it. There are times when I look around at other of my friends and stuff, and I don't really know what goes on behind closed doors or what they're dealing with sometimes, because people won't tell you everything about their lives. But for the most part, they've never told me that they suffer with anxieties, and so I often get a little bit sad that, you know, like I often kind of like pity myself, and I say, why did I have to be born like this? You know, why couldn't I have just not had anxiety and panic? Why did I have to be born sick? You know, I do that sometimes, the why me's, but I try really hard not to think like that, and remember that, you know, just to be grateful, you know, that I'm alive, that it's a miracle that I survived what I did as a baby. On my birth certificate, it says respiratory distress under, you know, like, on my birth. And, yeah, so being in the hospital for a month, away from my mom and dad, especially my mother, was hard, you know, I'm sure, for a baby Nicky. So I don't know, I often wonder what it would have been like had it not been that way, but I try not to think about it too often because it makes me sad. But yeah, kittens, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it was relaxing and kind of like, you know, informative, or give you some comfort if you're suffering with the same kind of anxiety or something like that similar. I love you all, and until next time, kittens.